Welcome to the Client Reporting Dashboard. This cutting-edge data visualization platform provides the tools to review, analyze, and compare data trends across all locations, concepts, franchises, and brands under each user's purview. The dashboard is designed for businesses of all sizes, from single-unit operators to national chains and global corporations. The dashboard is informed by all data collection channels: mystery shopping, competitor evaluations, corporate audits, online reputation management, surveys, and more. Data displays from these channels can be customized to meet specific reporting needs and preferences. This video will cover dashboard navigation and reporting navigation. Mystery shopping brokers, or MSBs, or market research companies, or MRCs, will be responsible for the initial setup of and access to client dashboards. In addition, they are the primary resource for questions and support. Dashboard display components, from color schemes to widgets and reports, will be created by the MSB or MRC account manager. Most of the work in setting up the customization of the dashboard display will be handled by the vendor partner. Any questions or requests for customization regarding dashboard data displays should be directed to the MSB or MRC. This training video is produced and distributed by the software vendor that hosts mystery shopping brokers and market research companies. It is meant to provide generalized guidance on navigating the dashboard across the entire database. This guide will teach the basics and to help users become accustomed to the dashboard. To get started, a dashboard URL, username, and password are required, which will be provided by the MSB or MRC. When this URL is accessed, it will reveal a version of this page. Once login information is entered, the dashboard landing page will appear. Please note that this page can be customized in any way desired. The colors, widgets, and layouts pictured in this manual are for demonstration purposes. There is a significant amount of control available to the user regarding dashboard color schemes and layouts. The top of the dashboard landing page will look something like this. This landing page acts as a data visualization home base, allowing the user to keep a bird's-eye view of all field data collection programs, identify trends at a glance, and catch problems as they arise. The vendor will deliver the initial customization, providing the logo and company-specific color schemes and adding any manner of custom data displays. At the top of the dashboard, the vendor may choose to obfuscate or display this project snapshot carousel. This tool displays how many reports have been received within a given project period, project by project, keeping a real-time pulse on the status of all mystery shopping projects. Up to 100 of these panels may be displayed in the carousel if and as needed. Clicking within a specific carousel panel drills down into the current period's responses on that project. Beneath this carousel, there is an entirely customizable favorite widgets display. This page can be populated with as many or as few widgets as desired. However, for optimal display, it is recommended that the dashboard display no more than 6 to 8 widgets, as any more than that can lead to a busy and cluttered page. Remember, the landing page is designed to deliver an at-a-glance, bird's-eye view of all projects and the most critical data and areas of interest. Putting too many widgets on this page may lead to information fatigue. For deeper explorations into reports and data, there is a rich and robust suite of tools integrated throughout the entirety of the dashboard. While the mystery shopping broker sets up all landing pages on behalf of their clients, a more advanced client user has the option to create and add their own widgets and remove any existing ones. This can be done in one of two ways, depending on which widget is being utilized. The default widgets can be activated simply by clicking the Add Widget button. This will trigger a pop-up window called Create Widgets. To customize the widget type needs to be selected, as well as the assign type, meaning it must be designated to pull mystery shopping, auditing, or comment card or survey programs. It is very important that the assign type matches up with the correct program to ensure the right data informs the widget. For example, if the dashboard displays only mystery shopping data, the assigned type would always have to be mystery shop. If the widget would display best taking up a smaller portion of the dashboard, select Show Widget in half width. And finally, once it's been given a name, the newly customized widget can be saved to the dashboard. 8 default widget types are currently available. The Level Trend widget is a line graph that shows changes in scores over the same period of time for all locations. By selecting advanced filters, the data display can be temporarily customized to show, for example, scores based on the specific forms used, certain target locations, and specific date ranges. The location bar chart highlights individual location performance. This is a great way to quickly compare how individual locations are performing against one another for the overall reporting period. The Category Breakdown widget, like the location bar chart, shows the average score of each reporting section across all locations. The Standout Locations widget ranks all locations from highest performer to lowest, presented in a horizontal bar graph format based off of the scores of the most recently completed period. The Score widget shows the combined score for all of the locations, shops, or audits as applicable for the current reporting period. The Multiple Choice Answer Breakdown widget displays the answer breakdown of any specific multiple choice question used in mystery shopping reports or audits. It is possible to display multiple widgets of this type on the dashboard if monitoring more than one multiple choice question is necessary. The Check All That Apply Answer Breakdown widget displays the answer breakdown for a specifically selected Check All That Apply question or CATA question used on mystery shopping reports or audits. The Current versus Previous Period widget will display the current period section scores against the most recently completed previous period section scores to help monitor how current scoring is trending against past performance. In addition, widgets can be added or created from any table or graph generated from the dashboard, including custom views. In the upper right-hand corner of the widget itself, there are 4 different icons. These tools are used to make changes to the widget. The square icon with the line through it is used to delete the widget. The pencil icon is used to edit the original widget setup. The download widget with the downward pointing arrow icon can be used to download a static PNG image file of the widget. And the funnel icon is used to conduct advanced filtering of widget data. Clicking on this icon presents a pop-up window with multiple filtering options. Depending on the specific widget, the filtering options will differ slightly. All specific questions regarding the functionality of the filtering tool should be directed to the partner vendor. The level filter provides the ability to sort by the company's hierarchical levels. In this example, the company's intermediate hierarchical brand is called the market. There are 2 of them, the East Atlantic market and the West Pacific market. The reporting system can accommodate a virtually unlimited number of levels and sublevels, divisions, districts, regions, subregions, sub-subregions, and so on, from the corporate overall view down to the individual location level and everything in between. Every user's access permissions are restricted to only the hierarchical brands applicable to them. So a C-level executive would likely see everything, whereas a district manager would only see data from his or her district, and a location-level manager might only see their specific location's data informing the views. The report filter provides the ability to sort by a reporting period, a custom date range, or one of the predetermined time periods within this drop-down list. Additionally, if the specific attributes are applied to different locations, for example, this company has certain maternity flag locations that have a maternity department that is inspected, those will appear here as well, allowing for precise targeting of areas of interest. The widgets can be reordered and rearranged on the dashboard by using the navigator icon in the upper left-hand corner of the widget. At the top of every page is the dashboard menu, allowing for seamless navigation throughout the site and exploration of the more sophisticated features and functionalities. Menus will differ slightly depending on which programs a company participates in and which permissions the user has been granted. There are three navigation options for the standard reporting of the three possible data channels: mystery shops, comment cards, and audits. Each of these navigation menus offers a wide range of standard reporting options, allowing data displays in a variety of different ways to suit almost any imaginable reporting need. The tabbed navigation menu may be slightly different from what is pictured in this example. All dashboards will have a Saved Views option and a Control Panel option. The software provides an extraordinary array of report types and data exploration tools, most of which can be found within these navigation tabs. On every report throughout this dashboard, an advanced filter is presented in the upper right-hand corner of the page. By clicking on this option, the user is given a multitude of filtering options from region, location, dates, form, period, campaign, and much more. The question comparison report will be used to demonstrate the power of the advanced filter. The question comparison report gives granular access to question level performance. It can be filtered in many ways, and it allows for visualization of trends, connections, correlations, and causations in detail. By populating the location and report filter, it will show how each question performs by region or location. All of the questions on any form across a client database can be accessed in this report, but for ease of readability, it is recommended to add no more than 5 at a time. Additionally, this report can be further narrowed down by store location, district, state, and so on. If a search filter is not used, it will automatically set to the highest organizational level for display purposes. For example, this company has dozens of locations, but they all fall under either the district's East Atlantic or West Pacific. If no report filter is selected when the report is initially built, the data will auto-populate under these two districts. If location-specific data is desired, then the specific locations must be selected. The question or questions to be populated on this report must be selected prior to the report generation, which is why this report will be initially empty. To do this, click on Advanced Filter. For example, to generate a year-to-date report comparing the answers of 2 questions amongst all locations for the company, leave the first few fields blank, and then under Time Period, select Year-to-Date. Disregard the remaining fields until Questions is reached. Finally, select 2 or more questions for comparison. For this example, the questions are: how likely are you to recommend our stores to family and friends? And please rate the service you've received. Click Search and it will generate a report. On all report pages, in the upper right-hand corner of the table on the bottom portion, there are 6 different icons. The icon with the plus in the middle of the dark square is used to add the chart to saved views. If there is a graph or data that is filtered specifically and needs to be accessed frequently, this can be solved for by adding the graph to a saved view. When the icon is selected, a window will pop up prompting a name and display time period for the saved view. Now, each time this dashboard is accessed, the user can navigate to saved views in the upper navigation menu on the far left-hand side of the page and access this report quickly without needing to reset the filtering parameters each time. The 3rd, 4th, and 5th icons are for exporting purposes. Each report can be exported as a PDF file, an SPSS file, or an Excel document. This can be useful for external custom reports or data that needs to be printed out. Exports can be scheduled by selecting the cloud with the downward pointing arrow. If this icon is selected, an export schedule will be prompted for setup. Finally, the 2nd icon is used to add a customized widget to the dashboard. In this example, since these scores should be higher and more consistent with one another, they can be easily monitored on the dashboard. First, ensure that the filters are set appropriately. If not, go into the advanced filter and adjust them. Click on the dial icon and it will automatically add the chart or graph to the dashboard. Both the chart and the graph can be added, or just one of the two depending on user preference. Since the filtering settings are sticky for widgets, the report will perpetually display with the filters that were originally applied. If any modifications need to be made to the data display, delete the widget, return to the original report, set the report settings as needed, and add it back to the dashboard. Once this new widget has been added to the dashboard, a similar set of icons will appear in the top right-hand side of the widget. The chain will link back to the original report page or the source page. The square icon with the line through the middle is used to delete the widget. The remaining icons are identical to the icons on the source page. As with the default widgets, these widgets can also be moved around on the dashboard by using the navigator icon in the upper left-hand corner of the widget. Saved views give the user a quick way to access predefined reports that are viewed frequently. The filters are preset to make them simple to access. Saved views are created using the report icon with the plus as described previously and can be renamed or removed using the Manage Saved Views option. Each of the three standard navigation options provides a menu of standard reports unique to each data type. The first report option on the navigation menus is for the individual reports for that data channel. To look up a specific report, click the Responses button. This will default generate a filterable list of all reports that have been completed month to date. To populate this list further back in time or use any specific search query, simply use the advanced filter to narrow down the search results as with the default widget previously. Click on this button and a pop-up window appears that presents multiple filtering options. For example, to review all reports year-to-date conducted at location number 201, under Location, select the appropriate location. In this case, it is ZS201. And then under Time Period, select Year-to-date. Click Search, and the list of responses will auto-populate with all visits conducted at ZS201 since January 1st of the calendar year. The Responses page houses all mystery shop reports that have ever been conducted or approved. These reports can be accessed at any time by clicking on the eye icon in the right-hand side of the column. This report can also be converted into a PDF or emailed to other recipients with personalized notation. These tools can be found at the bottom of the dynamic report page. The dynamic report stores as an HTML file, so it doesn't take up storage space like an outdated PDF file type. And also, unlike a PDF, it will auto-update whenever changes are made, meaning every time it is accessed, it reflects the most current data. Another benefit of the dynamic report that sets it above and beyond PDF reports is that it is entirely interactive. The sections can be expanded or collapsed as desired to focus in on any particular section. The report widgets can be downloaded as image files from the mystery shop directly to the user's desktop or phone. Question level commenting allows a documented name, date, and timestamp dialogue between managers and frontline associates captured within the body of the report itself. Clients also have a live Request for Attention button allowing for direct communication between the clients and their MSPs whenever there are questions or concerns about a specific report. In addition to the Responses menu option, there are over a dozen reports available for further data display and analysis. The Trend Report allows for the review of average scores amongst different hierarchies and locations for each period. In this line graph, score trends across 6 different periods and 2 company markets are being compared. This is the corresponding report for the Level Trend default widget. The company overall score report shows the combined score for each location's mystery shops or audits. This is the corresponding report for the score widget, which auto-displays the average combined score for the current period. The score summary report provides the combined score for the reporting sections and the individual questions. This report can be grouped by period, location, level, or question, which will further break the averages down into more granular data. But applying this filter isn't necessary. In addition, form filtering is available, which can be found in the Advanced Filter pop-up window. The question summary report displays all questions across all forms and averages average scores across locations and periods. This report can also be grouped by period, location, market, or question, and filtered by form. The media gallery is the database for all photos and media files, like video or audio recordings, that have been uploaded to any reports. Media can be sorted by shop or audit ID number, date completed, and location name. The missed question report provides a list of questions from all forms and organizes them in a way to show which questions failed to receive full points. This report will also show a percentage of how many times the question failed to accrue full points. The question comparison report gives an overview of question level performance, which can be filtered in a variety of different ways. If more granular detail is desired, the question comparison report provides question level performance data. Question level comparisons are an excellent way to find interesting connections and correlations. Discovering whether the weather at the time of the visit impacts a customer's satisfaction, or whether the friendliness of a greeting impacts a customer's likelihood to recommend, can be both exciting and powerful tools for those focused on maximizing brand excellence. The section comparison report, which operates almost identically to the question comparison report, enables the ability to compare section performance. The location ranking report assigns a numerical score in descending order to each location based on average scoring. This report provides the location score for each period, overall average, and rank, as well as every section score for each location, so the data can be very granular on this report. The section location ranking report lists all locations ranked by the location score with the addition of the score by section. Just like the location ranking report, this report provides a location score for each period, overall average, and rank, as well as each section score for each location. The top and bottom performer reports provide the ability to quickly locate top and bottom performers. These can be identified by level or region, form, section, and so forth. The answer breakdown report provides a quantitative view of check all that apply and multiple choice questions. This example breaks down a check all that apply question, how did the associate greet you, over the year-to-date time period. The location answer breakdown report provides a quantitative summary of how many times an answer was selected per each location. It operates almost identically to the answer breakdown report, and it adds another level of data exploration by specifying the locations. The NPS or Net Promoter Score report can be used only if the Net Promoter Score question type is utilized. The question itself auto-populates answer options as numbers from 0 to 10 and populates the score for each value. If the Net Promoter Score question is not used, this report cannot be generated. Finally, the NPS trend report, which shows the NPS trend over time. PRMS is a comprehensive suite of cutting-edge tools that allows businesses to monitor and manage their entire online brand presence. From social media mentions and online ratings and reviews, to local listing management, SEO rankings, even adaptive artificial intelligence, called the sentiment analysis engine, that scans billions of mentions online looking for customers' thoughts about the brand. It also identifies which specific topics are being mentioned. PRMS is a separate module, and this navigation item is only available to clients using this service. Other reports provides reports that are not specific to a particular data channel. Many of these reports can combine data from channels and others are simply unrelated. The PDF summary reports are set up and managed by the MSP. Reports will be delivered via the designated channel and will also appear under the PDF Reports tab to be generated by the user at their discretion. There is also a wide variety of pre-populated Excel reports available for download by selecting the Excel Reports and Downloads tab. If certain reports are required on a regular basis, they can be queued for any delivery frequency, within reason, via several methods. To schedule a report for delivery, click on the Schedule button under the Schedule Export column. This will trigger a pop-up window that will enable a customization of the export. The user will then need to select a name, the format, transportation method, and establish the scheduling options. These reports can be delivered via FTP, SFTP, or email. Once this has been saved, the export will automatically queue for the first delivery. Each of the Excel reports can be run at any time for an instant download. Each of these Excel reports has a title and a brief description of the contents of the report. Most of the reporting tools needed for virtually any program are already readily available through the dashboard. For more specific, unique reporting needs that are not met by these reports, there are custom report views available. These custom reports offer advanced, virtually unlimited custom reporting capabilities that can accommodate unique reporting needs that cannot be met by standard reports. Custom views provide the additional functionality of allowing the user to combine data from multiple data channels. In addition to the charts that can be created via the Custom View tool, there are also a variety of different graph types available that can be selected and customized for the view to meet those unique reporting needs. For example, if a U.S. heat map is needed to help keep track of countrywide territories, this can be done using a custom report view. The custom view graph and/or chart can be added to saved views and the dashboard landing page for easy access and monitoring. On the dashboard landing page, the custom view widgets provide the same functionality that the standard customized widgets offer. Custom reports are almost always created and managed by the MSB. They are very complex, require extensive knowledge of the dashboard, and sometimes will require custom programming. For additional information, interested clients should reach out to their partner vendor. The control panel is where user settings such as password, alert, and export management are accessed. These components of the dashboard can be freely accessed and managed by any user, but often are managed by the vendor partner. On all dashboards, every user has the ability to manage their alerts, update their own profile, and manage their exports via the control panel. All users will have access to these first three options, but some users who have been given additional permissions by the MSB can also manage other components of their programs, such as updating individual locations, other dashboard users, and shop ordering. To manage individual user settings, click on Update Profile. These settings can also be managed by the MSB, but if desired, client users can update their email, password, any relevant contact information, and update their email notification settings. Any specific questions regarding this menu should be directed to the MSB. The Alerts tab allows users to view, respond to, and resolve requests for attention, or RFAs, alerts, and groups of RFAs. If enabled by the MSB, when reviewing the individual reports, users can communicate with their MSB account manager via the internal dashboard. If enabled, on the right side of the report page, there will be a tab that says Request for Attention. Click on that RFA button and this page will appear. The user can easily submit questions, comments, or feedback to their MSB account manager relevant to a specific report. Account managers reply on the same platform, allowing for streamlined communication between the two parties and a documented record of their correspondence. If a user has one or more regularly scheduled exports, the system groups each of these exports together under the Export Control Panel submenu. As reviewed previously, exports are set up via the Other Reports tab, but for user convenience, each export is grouped in this submenu to allow users to delete or edit these exports. Location management privileges can be granted to any user who has the authority to make changes to locations under their purview. When a user accesses this location management menu, they will be directed to this page. Each of the locations under the user's purview will appear here. To edit an existing location, users will click the pencil icon in the very right-hand column of the page. Once that icon is clicked, the user will be directed to this page. All edits to existing locations would happen within this page. Users can update all location information from store name to permanent address, email address, phone numbers, and whether the location is closed. Users can also add and delete existing locations as well. Users who have been granted this permission will have total control over their locations with this tool and should be thoroughly trained on location management prior to implementation. To add a new location, users will click on the Add Location button in the upper right-hand side of the page. When selected, users will be directed to this page, which is almost identical to the Update page. Users will simply provide all requested location information and click Submit at the bottom of the page. A new location will then be generated. User management can be granted to any account. However, users will only have access to subordinate user accounts. For example, if a company has 4 different levels, company, district, region, and individual location, and a user has a region level account, it will only have user management privileges for all location users under its location purview. When a user accesses this user management account, they will be brought to this page. The user's account will be listed and all users within their permission territories will appear here. In addition to the user's name, the user's email address, account type, and dashboard widget count are also visible. To edit a user, click the pencil icon in the far right-hand column of the table. Once selected, the user will be redirected to this page. Similarly to location management, designated users can edit and update other existing users' dashboard profiles and login information. For example, if a user were to lock themselves out of their account, a designated senior user could go in and reset their password as opposed to having to reach out to their partner MSP. In addition, any relevant contact information and user permissions can be updated here as well. Users can also create subordinate users by clicking the New User button in the upper right-hand side of the page. This new page will be identical to the Update User page previously displayed. The senior user would provide all necessary information in the required fields and click Submit at the bottom of the page. Finally, an existing dashboard can be copied from one dashboard to any dashboard subordinate to the user. To do this, simply click the widget icon. This eliminates for the need for identical dashboards to be built multiple times. Additionally, a user's dashboard can be copied over to multiple dashboards at once. The user must check off each box next to each corresponding subordinate user they would like to copy the dashboard to and click the blue widget icon at the top of the page. Depending on the user's program, there are several additional menu options that may be available. Client ordering is a specialized permission that allows authorized representatives the ability to deploy their own mystery shopping projects without going through their MSP. Client users with this permission can order and deploy shops automatically for any existing or upcoming run managers or schedulers. Users will input specific criteria and the dashboard will automatically create the new visits. Add them to the appropriate run and launch them, notifying the MSP account manager when it occurs. Whenever an authorized user desires to launch an inspection, go to Shops and then Order Shops. The user will then be presented with this ordering form. The Run Scheduler acts as a digital project manager. It provides the parameters of any mystery shop or audit, such as the time frame, for example 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., days to be conducted, shopper guidelines, and so on. Each project has its own run scheduler. For example, if a client has a dining project running and a bar auditing project running, there will be a separate run scheduler for each. The user will need to select the appropriate run scheduler in order to execute the visits. Any specific questions regarding this feature of the shop ordering tool should be directed to the vendor partner. The user will then select locations for which they would like the shops to be executed. Depending on which locations are under the user's purview, they will appear on that list. The number of visits to create per location must also be specified. If a user wishes to create 4 visits per each location, they can do so by setting this number to 4. Both the start dates, end dates, and period must be specified prior to execution. The start and end dates are the dates between which the shop will be available on the opportunity board for independent contractors to view. The period, on the other hand, specifies when the data will pull for reporting purposes. In most instances, the date for which a shop is available will be the same date range as the reporting period. Once all of the parameters have been set, the user will click Next and they will be brought to this page. This page will provide an opportunity for the user to confirm the order summary. It is important to double-check the estimate amount to ensure it is accurate. If not, users should reach directly out to their MSP. Once the shops have been ordered, the account manager or MSB representative will receive an alert informing them of the order. The Team Action module is an automated way to create action plans based on issues that arise from various types of surveys. The Team Action module is comprehensive and covered in other documents and videos. If a client wishes for all visits to be released at a specific time as a group or only after having been reviewed by a user, manual release provides this functionality. The Review Booster is a tool that allows businesses to target their recent customers, solicit their feedback about the most recent visit, and if positive, direct the respondent towards the best online review site, for example Yelp, Google, TripAdvisor, and so forth. Additionally, if the customer experience was suboptimal, the Review Booster captures the feedback and delivers it directly to the business, delivering useful data while steering respondents away from leaving negative social media reviews. For businesses focused on their online brand reputation, it is an invaluable tool. Throughout the client reporting dashboard, almost any reporting need and desire can be met either by the user or with the assistance of the partner vendor. The tools and capability provided through the software are not only accommodating of more unique requests, but navigation is user-friendly, flexible, and entirely customizable. With consistent utilization and proper training, the dashboard can be a virtually limitless data reporting resource that offers a rich and robust store of information to clients. Your vendor partner is thoroughly trained on every aspect of the client dashboard and intimately familiar with your mystery shopping, auditing, and market research programs. As such, they are very well equipped to manage and address any questions or concerns you may have. For additional information regarding program training or services offered, please contact your MSB or MSC directly.